and is also being live streamed. Now, we have a query. We are considering objections from the police and environmental health to a proposed 10 for Butter Bakery. I'm Councillor Janet Evans, and I will be chairing this meeting. I have no declarations to make in relation to this item. However, we would like to know, the application only came in for the Sunday, is that correct?
Do you want me to step in here, Chair?
Yes, please.
I think we just want to draw to the applicant's attention that on the actual 10 application notice, you've only requested Sunday the 24th of August, although your risk assessment and event management plan seem to refer to the other 2 days as well. But we just want to make it clear that we can only consider your application for Sunday the 24th of August. Just wanted to make you aware of that, and if you still wanted to proceed on that basis, Mr. Nagdi.
Hello to everyone. Yes, that was a mistake by filling up the form, which is additional days added for the 10. 24th, 25th would be the accessible days.
But you understand the committee can only consider a 10 for the 24th of August. They cannot consider the other days. Do you want us to still proceed on that basis?
24th is Sunday, am I right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, but the carnival is for 2 days, no?
That's correct, but you've only applied on your application form for Sunday the 24th of August, which means the committee can only consider that date for your off-sales application. Do you want the committee to proceed just for Sunday the 24th?
No, it will be 24th, 25th.
We cannot take into account the 25th. You haven't put it on your form. Do you want the committee to... I think what we're trying to say is they can only determine what is in front of them, and you've only on the form, the actual form, which they need to consider, and I believe the police have only in their objection responded in relation to that particular date. I'm not too sure about environmental health. The committee can only consider Sunday the 24th of August, even if you wanted more than that. That is all they can consider today. You can either continue with the hearing on that basis, or you could withdraw and apply for a late 10, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you will get your late 10, because there can still be an objection. And if there's an objection, it's an outright refusal. It doesn't come to committee. So I think I just need clarity from you whether you want us to continue based on the 24th of August only.
Sure. As you might have noticed, I have responded to one of your emails. The cafe gonna remain closed. The reason I have joined you guys for this meeting, I want to know the nature of the objection actually, because I used to run supermarkets in the past, and on days like these, it is more or less impossible to let the people inside.
You can do this in your sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but you can deal with this if we proceed, and you can do that in your submission. We'll come to that point. But the point I'm trying to make now is, if the committee proceed, they can only consider Sunday the 24th of August between the hours, I think you put between 10 and 7 p.m. That is all they can consider. Do you want them to just consider that date?
Yes.
Thank you. Can I just confirm with Environmental Health and Mr. Rankin that that is their understanding too?
That is our understanding.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Back to you, Chair.
Yes, I just want to be clear. Mr. Nagdi, do you understand the point that your application only was for Sunday? So are you proceeding on that basis that the application will be Sunday only? We would have considered both days, but it's not on the application. So what are you thinking?
Well, I thought I had filled out the form correctly, but as you might have noticed, there is a mistake in it. That's besides the point now. As I mentioned, I would like to know what is the nature of police objection to this, even if it was only for Sunday.
Even if it's for Sunday only?
Yeah.
Okay, and then if we grant or not, you realize you cannot have that on the Monday. I just want to make sure we all...
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nagdi.
No problem.
Okay, I am joined here by Councillors Pretty Hud and Linda Wade. Can you please introduce yourselves and confirm whether or not you have any declarations to make?
Thank you, Chair. No declarations. It's Councillor Preeti Hud.
Okay, thank you.
Councillor Linda Wade, no, I have no.
Okay, thank you. We're also joined by Laura McGowan from the Councillors Licensing Team. Please, can you confirm your attendance?
Present, Chair.
Thank you. Our legal officer, Lindsay Lemasurier, we know you're here.
Thank you.
Confirmed, thank you. Our committee officers, Holly Weaver, Emily Beard, and Nima Mahudin. Please, can you all confirm your attendance?
We are all present, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. The quorum for the committee is 2, as there is always the possibility that I may lose my connection. I am nominating Councillor Hud as the substitute chair. Please second that, Councillor Wade.
Second that.
Thank you. Councillor Hud has been appointed the substitute chair. Before we start the hearing, there are a few ground rules. Please keep your microphones on mute until you are invited to speak. Please make sure mobile phones are silent. Please do not use the Microsoft Teams chat function as it is not monitored. Everyone should have received the procedure for this meeting regarding the use of cameras and how to connect back in if you lose connection. Thank you. Holly, can you please run through the list of the persons wishing to speak today?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. So he's already spoken, but we've got the premises user here, Mr. Mansour Nagdi. We also, objecting to the application, have Kieran McKenna on behalf of RBKC's Noise and Nuisance Team, CC Mark Perry, who's here with the Metropolitan Police, and he's joined by Mr. James Rankin, who is his counsel today, and that's everyone we were expecting.
Okay, thank you very much. The procedure of the meeting has been circulated with the papers. However, in summary, I confirm, firstly, the licensing officer, Ms. McGowan, will give a brief outline of the 10. Then I will ask the premises user, Mr. Nagdi, to present his submission. He will have up to a maximum of 10 minutes to do so. Questions may then be asked of the premises user by the committee, the police, environmental health, and our legal officer. Then I will ask the police's legal officer the advisor to present his objection. He will have up to a maximum of 10 minutes to do so. So, Mr. Rankin, you will be speaking, correct?
Correct, Chair.
Yes. And Mr. Perry, I don't see, he's not here. So he may be, is he here or is it?
He's here, Chair.
I'm here, Chair.
Okay, thank you. You're very quiet today. Okay. Questions may then be asked of the police by the committee, the premises user, and our legal officer. Then I will ask environmental health, Mr. Kieran McKenna, to present his objection. He will have up to a maximum of 10 minutes to do so. Please confirm your attendance.
Present, Chair.
Thank you. Finally, I'll turn to the governance team to see if any issues have been raised that we need to consider. There'll be no summing up, and the committee will then adjourn for 10 minutes to make our decision. We will reconvene to verbally announce the decision today, and it will then be confirmed in writing within 5 working days. The full reasoned decision will be issued as soon as possible. I would like to remind everyone that the committee has read the papers and any additional submissions, so there is no need to repeat their content, but please do draw our attention to certain points and pages. Now let's get going. Can you outline the 10 for us, Ms. McGowan?
Thank you and good morning. We have before us today a temporary event notice which has received objections from PC Mark Perry on behalf of the Metropolitan Police on the grounds of prevention of crime and disorder and public safety. An objection has also been received by Mr. Philip Richardson from Environmental Health on the grounds of public safety. Mr. Nagdi has submitted a temporary event notice for Sunday, the 24th of August 2025 to use the Butter Bakery 219 Westbourne Park Road, W11 1EA for sales of alcohol off the premises between 10 AM and 7 PM during the Notting Hill Carnival. A copy of the 10 plan, risk assessment and event management plan can be found at Appendix A of today's bundle. The premises has the benefit of a premises license, a copy of which can be found at Appendix B of today's bundle. Summaries of the objections can be found at pages 6 to 8 of today's bundle, and copies of both objections are attached as Appendix C and D. Relevant extracts from the Council's Statement of Licensing Policy are attached as Appendix E. The premises are located in Colville Ward of Westbourne Park Road, between its junctions with Powys Terrace and Powys Mews. A map of the area is attached as Appendix F. A list of licensed premises within the vicinity is attached as Appendix G. A map of the 2024 Carnival footprint indicating the parade route, location of sound systems, bars, street trading licenses, safe areas and other matters is attached as Appendix I. For clarity, Chair, this map is for illustrative purposes only, as the map for 2025 is yet to be finalised. A list of temporary event notices received so far for this year's Carnival is attached as Appendix H. This list excludes notices which have been withdrawn or issued with a counter notice. Some of these notices may still be under consultation. Finally, Chair, I have to confirm that the following additional documents have been circulated. They are 2 documents from the police, a Sector 3 map and crime statistics for Sector 3. In determining this matter, the committee must have regard to objection notices from the police and Environmental Health and take such of the following steps as it considers necessary for the promotion of the licensing objectives. The steps are: A, to issue a counter notice if it considers it necessary for the promotion of any of the licensing objectives. B, take no action and allow the notice to have effect. Or C, in this case, as the premises has the benefit of a premises license, the committee could impose one or more conditions which are specified on the premises license if the committee considers it appropriate. This concludes my summary of this morning's proceedings. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Now for the premises users case. Mr. Nagdi, please can you present your submission and advise if there is any additional documentation sent to the council? You have 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to join you guys. I'm overseas. I do not have the documents with me. The only reason, as I said, that I would like to join this meeting was the ground and reasons of the police for objecting using the hatch. As I have a long experience in trading, and I know on days like this with such a crowd, you cannot let the people into the property because it will run out of your hand with the best security. It's out of experience. So I have joined this meeting to hear from the representative of the police to let me know what is their reason. I know this is for health and safety, benefiting everybody being in this area, and obviously somehow managing the police to be in control of the crowd. I have been in the last year's carnival in the same premises, and I could see it is smoothly the crowd do the shopping and passing by. It hasn't caused overcrowding where this premises is located.
Okay. Perhaps we can get the map up, Holly.
Yeah, we'll just share it now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, does anyone need it to be zoomed in?
Yes, please, Chair, that would be helpful.
Okay. Mr. Nagdi, do you see your premises on here? The location?
I'm just trying to figure that it is still for me not zoomed enough, unfortunately, if I can see the Westbourne Park Road. Okay. Could you bring up that's Westbourne Park Road? Okay, I can see it now. And this is on the access to that's Portobello. It is very close, but not clear enough yet. I guess that's where the 3B is standing. I assume it is here.
Yeah. So, okay, where is the cursor? Holly, can you show us where the premises is? Okay, is that correct?
No, it is the left from the 3B, I believe, because I'm facing, the shop is facing another street. This is not the case. Is the cruiser can go to the left slightly where it says King Tubby's or something like that. I assume that
King
is
Tubby's. You're near King Tubby's, is that correct?
Yeah,
Chair,
219.
can I interject? I think it's
Yes,
opposite
yeah.
St Luke's Road. If you compare it to the mapping appendix, what is it? Appendix
Appendix F.
F.
Yeah.
If you look at the dot and appendix F, the premises is almost opposite St Luke's Road.
Yeah. That's the one. Where the
Okay.
blue square is, that's the one.
Thank you. Any questions from the committee? Councillor Hud?
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
Chair. I only had one question, and I need more for confirmation than anything else. Mr. Estefani, all I want to make sure that you are absolutely against the idea of letting customers into your shop. You definitely want to operate it out of the two hatches.
Even if it is not hatches, I mean, we could do a partition inside the shop by, let's say, 1 yard inside the shop, but not letting them entirely inside. If I do a partition inside the shop, it still functions like a hatch, but internally. So just letting them inside entirely is very difficult because first, the rest of the area of the shop would be used for the goods to be stored. And by bringing the people inside, there is no functionality inside. It's as good as dead. There is no surface for us left to use it. And this is not a normal day of serving the people, which we have got basement, the kitchen is down, this is everything downstairs will be delivered up. On that day, as it has been running in the previous years, most of the drinks are already stored on the ground floor, which is the shop itself. So if I open the shop entirely, let the people in, I do not believe it will be functional for us. We won't be in charge. And as the people are mainly at that day on weed and drunk, some are drunk, you cannot deal with them in that condition they are. You cannot request them to leave the shop, and it will be becoming very challenging.
Mr. Esfastani, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah.
Good morning. I have a couple of questions. I looked at the shop front on Google, which appears to be 2 glazed windows and a centre door.
That's right.
In the submission, it seems to be covered. I'd like to know how the hatches are going to work if you've got 2 glazed windows. Are there hatches in those windows?
The hatches are coming out in the pavement where we normally put our chairs and tables. So it comes roughly 1.20 centimeter out, 120 centimeter out, this hatch. And this allows us, as you can see on the picture, we have got 2 windows to serve the people. We have got a mini worktop at the front where we can stand behind the counter, some drinks and bottle holders on the side, which you cannot see to the right and left.
All right, so I can now understand the difference.
Okay.
I think that this does appear to make the pavement narrower. So, doesn't it? Would you agree?
Narrower, but the whole road is in use for the pedestrians, so there is no car on that day passing through these roads. The whole road is pavement.
All right, so I would like, are you going to have security?
We normally have.
All right, so how are you going to manage the queues?
The queues, obviously, there are 2, as you can see, there are 2 windows. People coming smoothly to the front. We didn't experience having long queues at all last year. And next to us, standing back to the shop, to the right of us is corner shop. So as there are 2 people serving or 2 properties serving these drinks, there is hardly any queue. People see the queues by us, they go to the next one, or vice versa.
All right, I'm not sure whether I missed it, but do you have a tables and chairs license?
We do have, yes.
You do. So the area of this covers the area covered by your tables and chairs license.
That's right.
All right. I have. Have you ever worked with the carnival committee in the past, and did you on this occasion?
I was there last year.
You talked to the carnival committee last year?
I did not. The previous year did, but I was helping these people from day 1 in the carnival. I have been there 2 months before.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you. I just have one question. My committee has covered most of the points. When you say security, can you tell us who, what, when they'll be on, and who is it? Are they licensed?
By licensed security companies. We can hire 2 people or 3.
I see, okay. And so that'll be just for the Sunday, and they'll be standing next to the hatches, or?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions from our legal officer?
No questions from me, thank you, Chair.
Any questions from the police?
No questions, Chair.
Any questions from environmental health?
No questions, thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the police objection. Please, can you present your submission? You have up to 10 minutes.
Thank you, Chair. These are the reasons. There are extreme concerns amongst the police about the possibility of a mass casualty taking place at Notting Hill Carnival. I've explained in the previous application the concerns of Sir Mark Rowley relating to the under-provision of police officers to police an ever-increasing carnival. It's now estimated that numbers will be over 2 million. We have a finite number of police officers, and there are fewer stewards this year than there were last year. That Mr. Espestani had a temporary events notice last year is not a matter for concern this year, because we have rethought the way that we want to police the carnival, to make it a safer carnival as best we possibly can. And I explained that we don't make these objections lightly. We don't object to every single application. There are some 52 applications this year for temporary events notices, which have not received police representations. Those that do receive police representations only do so after a team of experienced police officers that have a combined total of 150 years experience of policing Notting Hill Carnival. They sit down and they determine which applications are red flagged and which are not. Mr. Festani's application poses a red flag for a number of reasons. Primary amongst those is its location in a busy part of the carnival footprint. It is proximate to 3 sound systems. 2 are very close, the Dizzier generation sound system and the Metro Glory. There are photographs on pages 44 and 45, if we could just bring those up, so that you could see just where Mr. Festani's premises are and just how busy Dizzier, for example, got last year. So there's the application site marked with the yellow arrow. The 3 proximate systems, there are 2 in Westbourne Park Road and then 1 round the corner in, I can't read it, Powys, leading towards Powys Square. But the next photograph shows you what happens. No, it's covered by, if you just move to the next photograph. Okay, now, page 45 shows Dizzier. That's what the crowd looks like, rather than the photograph that Mr. Festani has shown you. We accept that there are times when the crowds will be small, but there are times when they will be overwhelming. And
I interrupt for a second. I'm sorry. This is not close to the station?
If I can,
you'll have a chance to ask questions in a minute.
Okay.
So we engaged with Mr. Festani. We've said, look, if you had the facility inside your premises, if people were able to come into the premises, then you wouldn't have crowds forming outside the premises. And we would be prepared to withdraw our representation if you were prepared to do that. Mr. Festani says no, and he correctly points to the behavior of the crowd. Many drunk, many under the influence of drugs, and so on. He does not want them in his premises. Well, that's a matter for him. If he had them in his premises, then we would withdraw our representation. But he doesn't want that, in the same way that he doesn't want to provide security outside. Both of those positions cause us concern. And whilst he says in his application that there would be 20 people, that's aspiration. The temporary events notice authorises up to 499 people. And quite frankly, with no event management plan detailing how he is going to be managing the crowds outside, simply boarding up his premises and serving to whoever he so wishes through 2 hatches is, we would suggest, an unsatisfactory set of circumstances. We have drawn to your attention and the applicant the crime statistics for last year. For Sector 3, you've already seen these, but I'm going to summarise these, that over 2 days, just the reported crime, 90 offences, 30 of those for drugs, 40 for violence without injury, but 11 violence with injury and 6 sexual offences and thefts and so on and so forth. Mr. Esfestani will say, well, none of that happened in my premises or outside my premises. We don't know that that is so. What we do know is that we are the primary source of intelligence on crime and disorder matters. You'll bear in mind the DCMS guidance, and you'll bear in mind also 25.11 of your policy document, which urges you to look at the consequences of ignoring the police position. So that is what we say. Please issue a counter notice. There is an easy solution to this, but Mr. Esfestani does not want to embark upon that. Those are my submissions. I've got Mark Perry there just in case you'll need to ask him any questions.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, any questions from the committee? Councillor Hurd?
No, thank you, Chair.
Councillor Wade?
No, thank you, Chair.
Okay, I just wanted to ask, he said about the guards, are they supposedly, where will they be standing?
The applicant hasn't said, Chair. It's one of the concerning things about the applications. There's no sort of policy or plan as to how they'll manage the crowds outside. And as Mr. Rankin has said, if he was simply to allow customers into his shop, then we wouldn't be objecting. But he isn't prepared to do that. He's prepared to serve them alcohol, but not have them inside his shop. And so we have to put the objection in. But I have no idea where the guards would be. And even if there were, given the size of the crowds they can surge up to, I do not believe that they'll be able to manage the queues, especially out of both hatches.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from our legal officer?
No questions, Chair.
Okay. And Mr. Mansour Nagdi, do you want to ask any questions?
I have no questions, just a picture which is showing right now on the display. This, I believe it is next to Westbourne Park Road. This is the park which is below, if I'm not making a mistake. Yes, I can see the crowd. It is hardly to control such a crowd, but that they are there for dancing and whatever they are joining. Those who are coming for buying drinks are not so many. And if we let the people inside, we will have the same issue inside. Okay. It will run off our hand. So then there will be a more request to help of police rather than our security people can sort it out.
I think the fact is
because of the health of the people, the staff and the people coming in.
I think the fact is that the tens that we have granted on this in this area, as Mr. Rankin said, we haven't objected to every single 10 we've allowed and worked with applicants to let 52 tens through. Where we have granted tens in this area is to premises where they have allowed customers inside, because you can have security on the door and you can control the number of people who come inside. And so it makes it easier for you to control. If you're doing it outside, you're unable to control the numbers of people who join the queue. If someone bumps into someone, or there's a fight, or there's a crowd surge and someone falls over and gets trampled, it's impossible to control. And if you look at the numbers of people there, if just 10% of those people want to go and get a drink, and you are only one or two premises selling alcohol, that is going to overwhelm you and your security and present an unacceptable risk to people's safety and crime.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Mr. Magdi. And we'll now go on to the environmental health subjection. Mr. McKenna, please, can you present your submission?
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, subcommittee members. Mr. Philip Richardson submitted this representation for the objection to this 10, and I'm here today to present. We're objecting to this 10 under the public safety licensing objective, and Mr. Rankin and Mr. Perry have gone through their objection, and I would support this, what they have said. This is a busy area of Carnival, as we've noted. We do look at each application case by case and on its merits, and there was a risk assessment with this one, but we do have to consider the wider context across the football Carnival footprint with regards to public safety. As a council, we've also reduced we've removed all the other traders that trade on the route to try and help reduce the amount of crowding and pinch points. So we're trying to address the well-established concerns and we're doing this on a case-by-case basis and raising objections where we feel that these don't promote the key licensing objectives. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from the committee? Councillor Hood?
None, Chair, thank you.
Councillor
None,
Wade?
Chair.
Okay, I don't either. Now, any questions from our legal officer?
No questions from me, Chair.
Any questions from Mr. Mansour Nagdi?
No, I have no further questions.
Okay. At this stage, I'd like our legal officer to deal with any further queries that you may have.
Thank you, Chair. I think at this stage, we obviously need to take note of the fact that there is an existing premises licence which does permit on and off sales, but obviously they're constrained by existing condition 8, which requires substantial food to be available when the premises are open to the general public, hence this application. I think looking at the premises licence, if the committee were minded not to issue a counter notice, the only possible relevant conditions that could be transferred across are condition 12, which is a challenge 25, and condition 15, which is CCTV. Can I just throw that out to the Police, Environmental Health and Mr. Mansour?
Who would you like to go first?
You can go first, PC Perry.
I don't think, useful as those conditions are, I don't think they would address the concerns we have with regards to security and overcrowding.
Thank you. I don't think anybody else has got anything to say, have they, in relation to the conditions?
So are
Back to
you
you, Chair.
that he could, in any case, operate inside with his existing license?
He's already got on and off sales, which cover the time sought anyway. But obviously he's made this application because obviously he wants off sales. He doesn't want people going in the shop, but he needs to provide substantial food, which is existing condition 8 with the off sales, which I believe he's not proposing to do. That's my understanding. Hence this application.
Okay.
Which would be selling alcohol without food, or snacks instead of substantial food.
May I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he would be open and either from inside or through the hatch, there will be some snacks available. It is on the banners. It says what we additionally sell. Obviously, with that amount of the people attempting to the shopping, we cannot do food. There is no kitchen can prepare so much food on a quick go. But sandwiches, which are prepared from the day before, refrigerated, could be served.
The police got anything to say on that point?
Again, I don't think it addresses the primary concern, which is the overcrowding and management of the queues and the climate disorder. I think, as the chair's rightly pointed out, if he were to let people inside his premises and monitor manage them there, that we would not be objecting to this 10. And this whole process need not have gone ahead. And that was communicated to the applicant.
Have you, sorry, just one final question. Has either Environmental Health or the police, since the application has been made, communicated this to the applicant? Can you just tell us when?
So I spoke to the applicant when we received the 10 and explained to him on the phone about this. Initially, I believe Mr. Mansell had agreed and was going to withdraw the 10 and trade inside, but that didn't happen. I was then on leave, on holiday for a week and on leave. I did try to contact him yesterday and phone him, but his phone was unavailable. If he's outside the country, that could possibly be why.
My phone doesn't answer, but I might have been the flight.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. I haven't got anything else to add.
Councillor Hood, you have your hand up.
Thank you, Chair. It's not really a question, it's more of an observation just to highlight it. Mr. Stefani, please also note that your location is very close. You're bang in between the two mega sound systems that will be operating on that during the carnival. That's all. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, any questions from our licensing officers?
Nothing from me, thank you, Chair.
Okay, do our governance officers have anything to add?
Nothing from us. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Thank you. We've reached the end of this meeting. The committee now has all the information needed, and we will retire to make our decision in private session. We will be back here in 10 minutes to verbally announce our decision. When we return to the hearing, I will reconvene the meeting. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
I remain connected.
Thank you. Thank you, committee. I'll just go around and double check that everybody else is on, but then we might need to wait for the premises user to rejoin. So I can see Mr. Perry is back with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Holly.
Mr. McKenna.
Present.
Perfect. Thank you. Ms. McGowan. No, but we've got Mr. Rankin. Perfect. So we'll wait for the premises users to rejoin, and I'll see if Laura is able to reconnect with us. And then we'll resume the hearing for you to announce the decision.
ولی خواستم شرکت کنم و ببینم چه خبره. اینا برگشتن عرب
Thank you for rejoining us, Mansour. We're just about to announce the decision. And Laura, can I double check that you're back with us? Madam Chairman, I believe we are just waiting on the licensing officer to rejoin the hearing, but I'll check back in a second.
Laura, are you back?
Sorry, Chair, I'm back. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, apologies.
No problem. Okay, the committee has considered objections from the police and environmental health to a temporary event notice, which has been given by Mr. Mansour Negdi Estefani, who is the premises user, for the sale by retail of alcohol off the premises at the above premises on Sunday, the 24th of August, between the hours of 10 and 1900, for a maximum of 20 people at any time. The committee has considered the committee papers and the submissions made by the parties, both orally and in writing. In reaching its decision, the committee has had regard to the relevant legislation, the Secretary of State's guidance, and the authority's statement of licensing policy. In summary, the committee decided, after taking into account all the individual circumstances of the case and the prevention of crime and disorder and public safety licenses objections, to issue a counter notice under Section 105 of the Licensing Act 2003 for the event. This notice means permission for the licensable activities requested in the 10 has not been approved. The committee decided that allowing the 10 would, in this instance, undermine the prevention of crime and disorder and public safety licensing objectives, and it determined to issue a counter notice under Section 105 of the Licensing Act 2003. A copy of the reasoned decision will be provided without undue delay. If the premises user would like to appeal against this decision, such appeal must be made to the magistrate's court within 21 days from the date of notification of the full decision, but in any event, no later than 5 working days before the start of the proposed temporary event. I thank you all for your time and have a nice day.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Committee.
Mr. Ivan, will he receive a writing of this decision in form of writing?
Will you get
Yes,
it?
you will.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. I thank you for everyone who has attended this meeting. I am very much pleased to know the reasoning and all that, and having your time with me. Much appreciated.
Mansour, if you, for next year's carnival, if you want to contact us beforehand, we can perhaps discuss it and work through it, so we don't need to come to the committee next time.
Sure. I will
Thank you,
take
everyone.
the email address and I will get in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very much. Have a nice holiday.
Thank you.
Thank
Sir.
you. Bye.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Chair.
Bye.